Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back.
Yay.
Yeah, see no pauses. To Nerds of the Apocalypse, episode 33. We've renumbered. We did so many different things, but now we're on track.
And it's called Return of the Tabletop.
That's right. Episode 33. I am, of course, Stevie B. Alongside me is...
Showtime?
There's nobody beside you.
Yeah.
Alongside me.
It's Showtime.
And Trex.
No preach today, and I had a couple of fill-ins, and they bailed on me, and I was like, you know what? I don't care. We're still here, so this is probably going to be...
We're still here. We're still... Okay.
Yeah. And I had
I had a
discussion talk plan with each one of them, and then now they're both not here, so you know it'll be a shorter show, but I didn't want to... Yeah. We were scheduled to record, so get something out. So we're just going to talk about...
I love how our scheduled is 2 days beforehand.
That's right. That's how we do it. Trex went to the SOE Live, Sony Online Entertainment Live, so we'll talk a little about that. For some reason, he's been tabletopping it up.
I've finally got into it, and it's actually a lot more fun than I thought. It really depends on your group. I can tell you that much right now. So...
Awesome.
You want me to keep going? I got a lot more.
No. All right, so we'll start off like I always do. Our weeks. It's been 3 weeks. We're sorry, but everybody's had different things going on. I've had to work.
I got a job now.
Yeah, Trex went.
I went to a convention.
Yes. Those weekends kill me when I work a weekend because it's 12 hours and I'm done. Like I can't do anything for the weekend. I come home and literally sleep, and that's it. So it just kind of wrecks everything when it's like one weekend on this, next weekend. But here we are, 3 weeks later. Sorry. Anyway, so my weekend geek. I'll start.
Okay.
Really, I started playing Star Wars: The Old Republic again because they released the Galactic Stronghold.
Which is...
It's like houses. Look at my house. I'm like,
wasn't that supposed to be released a long time ago?
Well, there's a lot of stuff that was supposed to, like... I think that...
You know what? No, I'm sorry. I play another MMO, and we always have those same discussions. Like, wasn't it supposed to be implemented? I am so rude. I am so sorry, Swotar. I'm so sorry.
Well, what happens is like devs are like, well, we really want to do this, and this later on down the road, and people are like, tomorrow, right? We're gonna have that, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because they find it. The biggest thing they've implemented is guild starships. Like our galactic.
That looks really cool.
And that's what they in the beginning of the game. They were like, well, you know, way down the road, we'd really like guild capital ships is something we'd really want to do. We really want to look into. And ever since then, people are like, you said it was coming, and I don't have anything yet. And
silly players.
Yes, it's good. Those are really cool. They're expensive. Like everything is a sink for sure. Like even your own personal, because they released that along with the Galactic Strongholds, and now there's all this furniture everywhere. It's like you want this lamp, you want this light, you want this bed, you want this couch, you want this construction kit, and it's just like whoa. It's good because to get the stuff for houses, you have to use like all the old stuff too, like all the old mats.
Yep.
So it helps clear out that backlog everybody has of mats.
Wait, so you have to build your stuff?
Not a lot. It's all over the place. Like crafters can craft it. You can get them in flashpoints. They give you a lot of stuff right off the rip.
God, I really have the itching to play WoW now. Sorry, God.
If you have achievements, there's posters for achievements you can hang up. Like I did this, and so it's and you can place all your companions in the house. And they're legacy based, so like you can go in there with each character, and with each room, so you could be like, this is my one character's room, and these are all his friends, and this is my other character's room, and these are all his friends. But what really drove me crazy is that I spent a lot of money. I've backed up money really for the past few months. The only thing I've done in that game is log in, and like done stuff to make me money, and then logged out. Like that's pretty much what I did. I had a training course for work at home, and on our breaks, I was logging in and doing the stuff to get money, and then logging out. So I did it like 18 times all week. But I spent a lot of money unlocking the balcony on Coruscant. I was like, yes, because there's a landing pad out there, and I was like, I bet if I unlock it, I can put my ship out there. Well, I get there, I unlock it, I'm like, yeah, and I run it. I'm so excited, and I click on it, I got nothing. I can't put my ship out. So I was like, okay, let me look it up, and apparently You can do it, but it requires like this ridiculous crafting thing. Like you have to hold on one second. My daughter is here in the room and she's losing it. What's wrong with you?
Nothing. She's just playing with a pillow.
That's right. It's my wife's birthday, and so she's out with her mother.
Well, yesterday,
and so she's out with her mother today.
Well,
and so,
like it matters. This is a recording. No one's watching us live.
That's right. And so she was. I go, I'm recording tomorrow. You have a problem? She goes, oh no. I mean, I'm gone. The kid's gonna be there. Generally, she takes the kid to the pool or something. But anyway, so if you hear random squeals or she runs up, that's what's happening. Anyway, so what I have to go through to get my ship to just sit out there is ridiculous. I'm like, you have to go through all this crafting stuff. You need like a cyber tech. You need like all the different guys to build a certain thing. And it's just like, this is... And then I look at the price of stuff on the GTN, and then clearly people know that people are going to... That's what they want to do, so everything's jacked up in price. There's guys that have made spreadsheets for the going prices, and they just post them online each day on a forum. He's like, all right, this is this day's spreadsheet, so you can tell the influx of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those guys are the theory crafters. They are the bread and butter of MMOs.
Yes, it's ridiculous, but
stuff I'll never ever do.
Yeah, I can't even craft in games. I never craft. I'm like, what? I have to go out and get wood? Nope.
No, thanks.
I'll buy it. Wait, I have to get that wood to make money to buy more wood? Well, I guess I'm gonna be broke. I'll run dungeons and make my money that way.
There you go.
So.
I have been. I wanted to mention something in comics because I've been reading all new X-Men. I keep reading it. X-23 she's 1/3 away from getting with all the original X-Men.
Yeah, who is it? Cyclops. She already made out with
Angel.
Oh, yeah,
Then this cover it's Angel, and they're like in a bed in like somewhere else. Like
she is her cloned father's kid.
If you don't know who X-23 is, it's the clone of Wolverine, and it's a girl, and she's pretty hot.
What is her real name?
I don't know. I just don't
Laura. I think they can.
Yeah, that's right.
Name her Laura.
Yeah, and so
Laura.
And so I just thought that was funny because I was like, I saw the cover and I went to read it, and I was like, wait a minute, wasn't she just like getting with Cyclops, and now she's getting with Angel? Like,
she got with a few of the new mutants
Cyclops
as well.
Leave, so.
And then it's gonna be Beast and probably Jean Grey. Like, you don't know, like
That'd be awesome. I mean, what?
I would be okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so that's all I really got. I mean, I haven't done anything. Oh, I did. We were posting a video later. I was like, you know what? The Nerd Block. You know, I always do Loot Crate. Everybody watch the channel.
There are so many of those.
See my Loot Crate video. Well, Nerd Block, like Loot Crate to me was the most popular. Like everybody talk about Loot Crate, it's all over the place. Well, and now Nerd Block has come up, and everybody's like, well, I'm gonna get Nerd Block. And people keep sharing the thing. So I was like, well, I'm gonna do a comparison video. I haven't done it yet. I got them both. We're gonna do it after this. But
we are.
Let's still look for that. Yeah. And
you are horrible at telling people things.
Oh, I meant to mention it to you. I'm sorry. I didn't.
Just like you meant to mention Brandy's birthday party last night.
I just got the Loot Crate. I'm sorry.
All right, go ahead.
And Nerd Block though is $10 more on Loot Crate. So if I don't open that
box,
it is a bigger box. And you know what really got me though? It's I have this like ridiculous love-hate relationship with Funko. Like these pop things, like they're clearly a Beanie Baby fad. Like they're super hot right now, but in 3 years, people are gonna be like, remember those people that bought all those things with the big head? And I don't know what it is. I got Heather wanted a Groot, so I got her a little Groot. And then they said they're releasing the potted Groot. So she's like, I want that.
It's a bobblehead, too.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, so you get that. I'll take the Groot back. And then I could go get all the other Guardians. I can have a go. What is wrong with me? Because if you get all the other Guardians, it's like $50. Because they're generally $10 a pop. And,
my buddy George got me for my birthday. For a late Christmas present. Yeah, he got me one of the Ewoks. And that's the only one I have. I think it's like Wobbit or something. I don't know his name. But I mean, I got it. I'm like, okay. This is cool. And then we go to Punk Monkey, and there's all these other ones. I'm like, those are actually pretty nice.
Everything. Like, anything you think
you get
of,
one, and you just want to get more.
It's just, you see the one, and you're like, well, I know there's so many more. You know what it started with? It's actually Jeff from Punk Monkey. in case you don't know who that is. It's his fault because one of my coworkers got picked for me for Secret Santa last year.
Yeah.
And someone else told them that I talked to about going to Punk Monkey all the time. Someone else told him to go in there, and he was like, "Oh, well, he'll love these." And they got a Superman and a Batman one, and said, "Here, get these one." And it's like Jeff knew that I would have to come in there and get the rest of the Justice League. It's like he knew it. He's like, "Well, I'll do this," and Stevie B, you back for Flash and Wonder Woman and Green Lantern. Sure enough, I have Flash, Wonder Woman, and Green Lantern on the mantle, or on the desk.
I want the giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
I want the Back to the Future time machine with
my
Marty
God.
McFly sticking out of it.
That is good.
The only thing that makes me go, whoa, is that there's no Doc sticking out of it. If it was Marty and Doc both, I'd be like, screw. I almost bought it when we were at Heroes Con, but then I ended up buying Turtles Pops to get Kevin Eastman to sign them. Yeah. Which I still don't have a Leonardo.
No.
I need to get him. So I messaged Jeff and I was like, I need that Pot of Groot stat. And I said, and order like 15 of them, dude. People are going to want to buy them.
Yeah, I think I might have to get one.
It's like the perfect stocking stuffer, too, for Christmas.
Yeah. I got it for my nephew's birthday one time. You know, it was his birthday. No, it was Christmas. But here you go.
Man, we are really messing up our holidays here.
I'm so bad. I need to start using the calendar. But, yeah.
All right, so.
My turn?
Go for it.
Okay. So, I know you guys saw me talking about WildStar and stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and tell you I don't stream anymore. I need to start saving money. So I cut down the internet. But I did switch from WildStar to Final Fantasy. It's a lot easier. And I'll tell you that WildStar was so difficult that now in Final Fantasy I can run up to any boss that I have never fought before and instantly learn the mechanics because I'm so used to dodging stuff in WildStar. And I look, something big is happening. I'm like, well, let's just click that button over there, see what happens. But oh, look, I saved the whole group. You know, it's stuff like that.
I call that a good thing, though.
Yeah, it's good. It's not bad. and I'm in there with this one guy who's like, man, this dungeon's really hard. I'm just laughing. I was like, that just came WildStar. This is easy. This is nothing. But
that's why I kind of said to every other MMO. Is like, I played WoW. A raid lasted 10 minutes. They're all complaining like, I raided for 4 hours in one night. 10 minutes.
Yeah, you know, how long does what do they call them in? Like flashpoints for SWTOR. Like what do they call them in?
No, they're just called instances.
Well, they're instances, but there's dungeons and then there's adventures in WildStar, and then in Final Fantasy there's trials, which is one boss, and you just go fight it. Then there's dungeons, and then there are raids like Bahamut's Coil and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, for WoW, it's just instances, and they do have adventures now as well, and it's just raiding.
Yeah.
You know what I like, and I'm not sure if it's the same in Final Fantasy I was asking, I like in SWTOR that at least the flashpoints that I've done take about an hour. Like, yeah. I don't know if I could go for more than an hour.
Now, WildStar, here's the reason I got out of it. It's because you can either, in Final Fantasy, you can raid, or not raid, you can do, you could raid, do a dungeon, and still farm and do quests, stuff like that, all in one day. You can do almost everything you want to do in one day. If you get on WildStar and you want to run a dungeon, you're going to be doing that dungeon that night unless you have a dedicated group that you know can complete that dungeon.
Yeah, there are so many objectives you have to complete, and sometimes you get confused, like which direction you're supposed to go.
In the boss fights, you die like 15 times a boss.
Yeah. That does not sound good to me.
It makes you a better player and a better raider for any other MMO. Kind of like it's your training exercise.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
so hard, and it's so hard to find a group.
The telegraph system is amazing in WildStar. It's so great, but coming from a healer standpoint, that I had to heal one instance, like I just failed. I fell as a healer.
Healing is ridiculous. If everyone rolls different ways, basically you need to scatter, and people react differently. But if your healer goes to the left and you go to the right, guess you're not getting healed.
Could you imagine me?
Yes.
Yeah, we do. We don't want you to play.
It might boost him up a couple of levels, but
that's true.
No,
it could make you a better tank.
Yeah, it was so hard, but now I go into Final Fantasy, I'm just like, easy. Let's keep doing this. And I had to relearn the provoke system, because in every other game, provoke is it instantly attacks you. In Final Fantasy, it just moves you to the top of the hate list by 1 point. Oh. And so if that person is also doing like a sustained hit or something like that, they're going to get right back at the top of the list. But now you're second, you can still try and get up there. It's just it's tough. But it's still a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. And you were right. You mentioned something a long time ago. When you play Final Fantasy games, you just get a different feel from it.
It definitely is. Like it's not like WoW or WildStar. There's just something. I'm going to sound super lame, but majestic is what the word I want to use when I play.
Really?
It's the same thing when you play Final Fantasy 11. It's just like you just feel like you're part of something much like way bigger. And then when you go to a new town, you're like, oh, what's going on? And I like things being made really easy for me in MMOs. And Final Fantasy 11 is what we used to play back in the day, and it did not.
Yeah.
There was nothing laid out for you in Final Fantasy 11.
You had to guess.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't even know what's going on. And I had the guide, and I was just like flipping through the guide, like, and then the guide is like just as cryptic as the game. And I'm like, this is not helping. Because I remember having to get the big, I didn't get that far in the game. I probably got to like level 30. I got through all the starter stuff in the second and the third areas, but there was this quest you had to do to get the
advanced job.
Yeah, so it's like you were a warrior and you were a healer at the same time, but healer could only be half of what your warrior was.
Yeah, subclass.
And that's it's the subclass quest, and there was so much stuff you had to do and like you had to get in a party, and you know what really drove me crazy about Final Fantasy?
The Dune parties?
No, is the D level.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
When you could D-level. Like, that is the worst. Like, you're in a party, and you're like, the lowest level for the party you can be, and then you D-level. And they're just like, sorry. What do you mean, sorry?
You got me killed.
Yeah.
That was pretty annoying. That was a terrible system. They don't have that anymore in Final Fantasy, thank God. But it may still be in Final Fantasy 11, but it's not in 14.
That is still going, too. Like, there's...
Yeah, that game was really tough. The only people who could solo were Beastmasters. Maybe some other people now, but yeah. But anyway, so I'm back in Final Fantasy 14. Still a lot of fun. Got a lot of catching up to do. And I also started playing tabletop role-playing games. More specifically, Warhammer 40K, Rogue Trader, and Only War with you guys.
We talked about how we played before, right? Last episode, didn't we talk about that? How we played?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, we've played once. All the three of us.
We played a little round.
I still have those videos. I just haven't touched them yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on our way to an orc. Well, we just reached the orc compound, and we got to assault it now and take it back, or it's a refinery anyway. But yeah, I mean, I was brand new at DMing or GMing. I had no idea. Well, thank you.
You did good.
Now I know there's a lot more stuff that I can do from playing with another group that has someone who's done it before.
I'm not seeing it as a good thing either.
Well, there's some things I want to do. And it's always up to the homebrew rules is what they call them, I guess, where you just do what you want to do.
Yep.
But you still got to basically follow the rules. And I get it now. I know how to do it. That's why I've been looking at one of these tabletop things I can play on my tablet or something like that, so you guys can see what you're looking at. That, or we can just get a whole bunch of like big paper things and you just draw out the compound and crap like that. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Rolling the dice sometimes it takes a little while, and it really depends on your group. And I think everyone's probably said that. I think if you ask anyone who does it like a lot, would say if you have a good group and a good DM, you're gonna have a good time, because the games are always pretty laid out.
Have a good time.
You're gonna have a good time. If you have a bad group, you're gonna have a bad time. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. And it's just like what we've started doing is in Rogue Trader you really need to fill certain spots, but not a lot of us wanted to be those parts. And so what we did was we substituted. We made I guess they not really made character sheets, but they had the crew fill in for that. So they had like a generic template for people, and he was like, okay, well, roll below this and that, and then you'll do it if you need to have that. Like for our navigator, the person who flies the ship, he has to roll certain aspects in order to succeed and actually get us where we need to go. And so far, I'm not good at fear tests or insanity tests, because the first fear test we had, I dropped my weapon and started violently vomiting.
Oh.
And then our first insanity test, we were going through a warp gate and my guy freaked out. So all he's doing is like just everything looks like he's on acid. No, everyone was describing it was like your head's on that guy and his head's on you, but it's not really there, and like you're grabbing the steering wheel and just screaming.
I'm certainly okay that my arm kept failing.
Yeah. And I found another thing Only War I was looking at. I was like, oh, I'm supposed to be giving you guys like plus 30 modifiers every time you do like a regular easy thing. Like when I was making you guys shoot, I was actually having you do like a hard test. I didn't know that, so I was supposed to give you guys like a plus 30,
So
plus
what
40.
you're saying is that I'm even more of a BA.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And Mike's up there too. So
Oh.
you just have good rolls, Steve. That's basically what you got.
I need to buy my own die.
But yeah, I don't have good rolls when it comes to willpower tests, but everything else is pretty good. And I did one move where I rolled successfully to impress somebody with sweet robot dance moves, and we got +2 interaction skills with them. So I was pretty pretty happy about that.
Oh, so you were like Star-Lord.
Yes, I did. No, but we weren't trying to kill him. We were trying to buy stuff from him.
Oh.
And I was in the back in a giant suit of power armor doing the robot.
He was like, that's cool. You know what? You get a discount.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. But it's really fun. It's really interesting, and you just got to have a good group to make the story and drive the story. Have the story continue and keep going. Not, hey, I want to talk about another game. But yeah. Other than that, that's what I've been doing. Yeah. Oh, and I work at, I got a new job now, so I was going to say where I work. I don't know if I should or not.
No.
No, okay.
Don't matter.
Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, I got a job. Yay.
I harassed him on his first day.
He did.
We
And-
could say he works at a restaurant and he was trading. And I came in and it was literally his first day. He'd only been there for like an hour. And I just sat down. I had a friend come with me, and she wasn't there yet. Took a while, and so I was there by myself, just like, hey, come. There was one time where I was like, come here. He gave me water, and he walked away. I was like, you didn't give me a straw. And he brought the straw. He had to come back for a straw. He's like, all right, man, I gotta go make a salad. It's all stuff. I was like, hey, come here, come back. And he came back. He's like, what? And I shot the straw wrapper at him. And he's like, oh.
I can't do anything.
Yeah, and did I tell you who you remind me of? Watching him like run around. Yeah, have you seen the movie Waiting?
Yeah.
Remember when they did the flashback to Ryan Reynolds on like his first day?
Yeah.
that was definitely him.
It was not easy. I think I did pretty good last night, but it's still kind of nerve wracking. I thought I forgot a table.
Is it a pancake place?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's a breakfast, yeah.
Yeah. I thought I forgot a table yesterday. I walked up to him. I looked at him. My face just looked like, and they're like, "What?" And I was like, "Did I take your order?" She was like, "No, this other lady did." I was like, "Oh, that's right. It's her table." I was like, "I thought I forgot about people," and she was like, "No, it's okay. We got someone else." I was like, "Oh man, day one is tough," and then I walked away. But it was fun.
But you're at least enjoying yourself.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I got a good group of people I work with, and they're really helpful. Huh? AM hot? Yeah. Yeah.
Confirmed. Confirmed.
Steve is there. Steve knows. And I'm the only male server.
Look at you.
Yeah. And
Oh crap! He is Ryan Reynolds.
Now, besides the manager, there are 2 white guys that work there now.
So like, people either gonna think you're really lucky or gay.
Yeah. The last guy who worked there, his name was Fabian. And that's not saying anything. I think I remember they saying he was straight, but yeah, it was just like.
It's not really. You don't ask that. You're like, so Fabian. That means he's gay, right?
I don't know.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, it's just no.
Go Showtime.
It's fun. First server job. Okay.
Sweet. Okay.
Next week in Nerdy
I
News.
think you did the most interesting thing.
Oh,
In our break.
so I actually just got back from SOE Live. It's Sony Online Entertainment's. They're kind of like how Blizzard took away from E3 and became BlizzCon. SOE Live used to be called Fanfare, and so now SOE and Fanfare was kind of like a EverQuest dedicated convention, but now this is the second year that's been called SOE Live, and it encompasses all the SOE games. And it was a fantastic time. This is my second year going. I went last year for DC Universe Online. This year I went for DC Online as well. But this year, they were nice enough to do streamers. They celebrated the streamers and the YouTubers. So I got a chance to stream on the second stage in front of everybody who was at the convention Thursday night. So I streamed DCO. I had developers right beside me talking to me. telling me about a raid that I was doing and I failed at miserably. Well, it was my first time in the raid. I never did it before in test, and at the same time with DCO on PC, I play with a controller. They didn't have a controller set up. I had to use a keyboard and mouse, and the keyboard and mouse was all Razer, a Razer NotA, and this nice Razer keyboard. It was too new for me. It was too good for me. So I'm using the mouse. I inch to the left, my whole screen to the 360. Just it was.
Oh, you noob!
I'm not used to the good stuff. That's pretty much what it is. So I'm trying to play this game. I haven't used the PC and mouse for 3 years. So I'm like, how do I block? Oh yeah, shift. I had to like remember how to move everything, and I was.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
Yes. So it was a lot of fun. And according to the developers, I didn't do too bad. They were really impressed with how I did, even without my controller.
That was pretty good, but you turned around a whole lot. What was that about?
Yeah, on your mouse button, it's a one clicks to melee. The other one's going to be your ranged. I used the mouse for camera. I didn't touch any attack. I just kept doing my powers and everything. I just couldn't do it because
I use the controller too when I play that.
Yeah, so. It's better with a controller.
I tried it for a while, but I don't know. I'm just used to mouse and keyboard.
Exactly. And in this game, it's really, 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 really tough to do.
I'm used to, and the thing that got me in DCUO is you said the right is the range, and I'm used to that being, if I hold that down, it locks the camera, and if I move the mouse, it means I turn around and look. So I'm used to that. So I'm like, oh, dang it. Nah.
But other than that, they actually treated me really nice. Went to a bunch of VIP parties, met other streamers and other YouTubers. I met the guys from Angry Joe Show, their community team, Sergeant Ross, tons of fun, and Delrith. And also met Joe as well. Really good guy.
Angry Joe has a community team?
Yeah. Oh, dude, they have 44,000 community members like in their little fan group.
Oh wow, okay.
I mean, it's like thousands of people that they all play different games. And Sergeant Ross and them are the actual like council members. They actually handle all that stuff and then bring it down to the next level of people who also moderate.
Do they have cloaks and hoods?
No, they do not.
Oh.
They should.
We are the council. Who dare speak before us?
But I met them. Yeah, Ross is actually in the Marines.
Okay,
still in the Marine Corps, and they're all really nice guys. And hung out with them. I felt like Entourage. I never really saw the show, but I got the premise of it, where Joe was like that Hollywood guy, and everybody else followed him. That's kind of how I felt. It's like Joe's like, "Yo, we're gonna go to the pool party," and Ross like, "You want to come?" I'm like, "Sure, let's go." And we all walked. Went up there. Joe's like, "Pool party sucks. We're going back downstairs." Like, all right, let's go back then.
You brought up. I'm totally just jumping on you real quick, but I just think this is funny. With Entourage, right? You know how if you eat a certain food with a certain like visual stimuli, when you hear or think about the visual stimuli, you can like taste the food.
Yeah.
Well, when I worked at a game store. And right next door was a dollar store. And we had PSPs. So many PSPs. And we had the UMD movies, and Entourage was one of the UMD movies. So whenever I think of Entourage, because I used to like put the UMD in and watch it on my break while I ate. So I have like crappy dollar store like in the microwave food on the brain right now. Because you brought up on like burritos and like... And off-brand pizza rolls, like I used to always get. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
Yeah,
off-brand root beer.
Yeah. But met a lot of people from SOE as well. And two of them actually specifically, they did a presentation during the welcome note about Play It Forward. Basically, extra life for kids, like charity streams. I know we all want to get into October 25th. That's when the day that I've already signed up. I'm already on Team SOE. So, and I got to talk to you guys and get you guys on board with that if you guys want to do it as well. But this is a 24-hour charity stream for extra kids. Any of the charities in our neighborhood I'll be playing for. I think the Palmetto Children's Hospital, I believe, if I remember correctly. Did it like really fast when I got home.
So wait, we're streaming video games for 24 hours for kids to watch?
For charity? To raise money. To raise money. So all the people who are watching the streams can donate, and the money will go to the charities.
So I could play Final Fantasy for 24 hours, and someone could say it's a charity thing, and they wouldn't get mad at me.
No, I'm taking that whole day off because I'm going to be streaming.
What day of the week is that?
I'm not showing up to, I'm not showing up to school that day.
Well, no, yeah, it's essentially like you play the game and people see it, and you're like, and through the stream you go, I'm playing for blah blah blah.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, I'm like, I could get this is what I could get into this.
I mean, my goal is $500. I was like, I based it really small in my opinion. But I mean, October 25th, I'll be streaming. I'll probably do it in blocks if I can get with you guys to do it as well. Because 24 hours, me by myself is just gonna be a rat race. And this is gonna kill me. But gonna be doing play it forward from part of Team SOE, and by itself. I mean, I got drunk every night. There was not a night, and I got that celebrity status where you guys get recognized in public here in Columbia, and it's like, and I really feel great for you guys because
you guys, you're part of the group, bro. Well, you get recognized.
Well,
too.
you guys are the faces. You guys are the faces. And I'm okay with that. But and how you guys were, because we were at the toy show, and you almost got choked up and stuff.
There was no almost.
and this is my second year for SOE, and apparently, and I knew last year, it's like everyone knew me. They gave me handshakes. We took pictures. This year, took more pictures, and people were like buying me my food and my beer.
That's why you got drunk.
Yeah, I think I paid for maybe 2 beers and 1 meal while I was all in SOE.
Nice.
So, and the panels were actually really good. Went to all the DCO stuff. I recorded those to get them on YouTube. The H1Z1, free cap. Yeah.
I was like, why are you wearing that? It's not even cold outside.
It wasn't cold in Vegas either. I was wearing it the entire time.
It actually is a bit nippy today.
I guess.
Because it's got the overcast.
I don't know what that outside thing is, so.
There's overcast, and so it gets... Yeah, you haven't left the house. Nope. No. I went to your mom's house today to pick my child up, but you haven't... I was like, you coming with your mom's house? I was like, no, I think I'm just going to lay here and go back to sleep. And then I come back out of the room, he's scrolling Facebook on his phone. I was like, I guess I'm going to stay here and sleep. And he's like you wouldn't be doing the same thing.
Every time I was like, Steve, come on, get ready. He's like, okay. Face down on his bed with his iPod.
I can't. I don't know what it is, man. Like, when I tell Heather, I come home from work and I do sit and shower. But like first, I have to like lay on the bed and just make sure I didn't miss anything from the afternoon. You know, just hey man, we gotta keep up with things,
right? But they talked a little bit more about H1Z1, their new zombie survival game.
Yep.
It looks really cool so far. They're gonna have like this airdrop function, similar to how Hunger Games was. Players are gonna drop supplies, and everyone's just gonna scatter to it and try and kill each other. I guess
that's cool. So it's sort of like World War Z.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm being back in. Hold on
you
one
are
second.
being back
Yes, sweetheart.
Oh, it's not my.
Okay, yeah. Just watch this show, okay, baby.
Looks really
Sorry,
interesting.
I don't know what this show is. There was a My Little Pony marathon. I was hoping that would stay. Just see if you like this show, okay? Yeah, watch that one.
There you go.
All right, sweet. Okay.
But it was a really really good turnout, and I had a really great time. There were more developers from DCO this year than last year. Talked a little bit more about them. I even saw my league mates for the first time. 2 of them were Canadian, so it was kind of they're Asian Canadian.
Eh?
I had to be honest with you. I almost started messing with you for one reason, and I talked to Showtime about it, and he goes, "Let him have it. Let him have it. Just don't mess with him while he's there." He's like,
just let him have it. Like, go. I was like, leave him alone.
Yeah, he's like, just bring it up on the next podcast. And I was like, but it's like you post pictures with people that it's cool, and then all of a sudden it's like, look at my hamburger. That's normal and regular. Look at my slice of pizza that I got. Oh. Look at this other hamburger that looks just like the other hamburger that I had. I was about to be like, stop being a 20-year-old white woman. Stop it.
Okay, hold
girl.
on. Okay,
White
hold
girl,
on.
excuse
Hold on. There is a reason behind all that. Okay, so my friend Brittany, I met through DCO. She's another streamer and a really popular gamer. She was my guest for SOE because part of the community council. I get my ticket for free and I can bring a guest. So I was like, okay, well Brittany wants to go, so hey Brittany, look, here's my ticket. You can go. She registered and everything. Her job wouldn't let her go.
Oh,
They were apparently implementing a new software, the week of and the week after, and so she was on call. On call, not at work. On call.
I'll be on
she
call
was
in
pissed.
Vegas.
Yeah, she was pissed. So she had to tell me that she couldn't make it, and I was already sad. And it just broke my heart. So
I'm done. I'm not. Nope, I'm done.
no, where you wanting to go? Everybody in the DCO community went too.
Yeah.
So
What I want to know is where is this getting? Like, how is this going to get to? Take a picture of your slice of pizza.
wait,
Mr. Happy was all of a sudden Mr. Sad. That's what I'm trying to go.
pretty much.
All right.
Okay.
But anyways, she told me that I would have to party for her, and she was going to live vicariously through me. Stop it. Sorry. And I don't use Instagram. I use Instagram to follow other people who post stuff because they post like specific pictures that you never really see anywhere else.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? This year I'll use Instagram. She's on Instagram. I'll use Instagram, and it'll feel like a fun thing, and I can do it at least once in my life. So I was that tourist. I surely was that tourist, and I was taking pictures not for me, but for her as well. It's like, hey, look at this giant slice of pizza and this vodka Red Bull that you're definitely missing. So I had to take all those pictures that you saw that would normally not be me. I did it for her.
Okay. I got you.
The pictures of panels and everything, I did it for her and also for the DCO community.
Well, I totally get pictures of man. Like
The pizzas and everything, yes, that was...
20-year-old white girl, yeah.
Yes, that was 20-year-old white girl Trex, and that was for a girl.
Now, you need to be careful when you guys are going on Instagram and just liking photos, and make sure you unlink what you like to Facebook, because I was following a fitness thing that posted a lot of ladies, and I kept liking them,
and it's like,
and I don't remember who it was, but I was like, hey, man, we can see everything you like on Facebook. And it was like...
it's like dude in speedo, dude in speedo, dude in speedo.
No, girl in speedo, girl in speedo.
But yes,
That's why I got Instagram. I was like,
yes. So that was my only Instagram experience. I'll probably, if I use it again, it'll be for next year doing like personal stuff, like taking pictures of just random things. But that was my Instagramming for the week. But it was a lot of good time. Like I said, met a lot of great people, met a lot of good connections that help boost everything. So,
all right,
it was a lot of fun.
Sounds fun. I guess you haven't really. Then you come home and edit a video, so you probably haven't really been in anything else.
So I got home from the airport. I got home around 1:00 Tuesday morning. Like going in because I got back Monday night, but then I came home from 1:00 when I walked into the door and dropped everything down, plugged everything in to go ahead and start transferring and get some editing done. My mom walks into my office, and she's like, "You're still up?" I'm like, "Still up? What time is it?" It's 6:30. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I'll go to bed in a moment." Apparently, I've been working the entire night through, and I still didn't go to bed till like 7 or 8.
Oh.
And then I woke up around like 3 hours later because my buddy Sean texted me. He's like, "Hey, I need you to work on get these edits done for the movie." And I'm like, 3 hours sleep is good. Let's get to work. So I had to go back and work on the Star Wars movie that we're presenting at Dragon Con on Friday. Or he's presenting it, really. I'm just going to show up on Saturday and just take all the rewards. It's like, hey, yeah, I did that. So it's freaking busy.
I love your face right now. You're just like...
I'm listening to him.
That's his listening face.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's a good face.
I know he's really interested to watch the movie too because we took the prequels and made it into one movie, and the final runtime was like 2 hours and 5 minutes for 3 movies. We try to cut it down as much as possible, but that's what we could do.
there's a lot. You could pretty much cut out episode 1 almost in its entirety.
We only used the final battle scene.
Yeah.
That's why I really chuckled about.
You can cut out a lot of episode 2, like all the like mushy stuff between Anakin and.
You had to keep some of it.
Yeah, but there's a lot you can cut out.
Oh yeah, we did.
You just have to make sure that it's known that they're.
I am impressed with the work that Sean and I have done with cutting out the crap. And by the way, Jar Jar Binks is only in one scene. We couldn't help it.
Oh, I'm not a big Jar Jar hater like a lot of people are. I mean, I don't like him. I just want to make that clear. I'm not a fan of the character. But he's in there for a reason. Like, it's for the kids. Like,
yeah.
Elena watched it for half of episode 1 for the first time, and she saw Jar Jar and lost it. Thought he was the funniest thing, and like that's the point. Like, Star Wars is for kids, and so he's in there for kids. Like, so George Lucas always says he's making Star Wars for kids. You know, it's just like people haven't had the same problem with Ewoks in Return of the Jedi. You know, it's just,
they're cannibals.
It's true, but they're cute and cuddly. So
how many other hidden little, tidbits are there in every other Disney movie and whatnot? And every other kids movie. So it's okay.
And,
but yeah, the next trip is Dragon Con. Just going up there on a Saturday. I think you're working that weekend, right?
No, I'm off Labor Day weekend.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, I thought I was. That's why our scheduling has been so crazy lately, because I was convinced that I had a specific schedule, and then I looked the other day at work and I was like, wait. What? Because they were like, Labor Day weekend, we're not working the weekend, and like I need the weekend hours because I'm saving up for something. And so I was like, wait, we're not in the plant and we don't have to. If we're on call, we don't get paid unless we do something. So I was like, wait, I don't want to be on call. I don't get paid. And then I looked and I was like, wait a minute, I'm not on call. I was just on call the last holiday. I was like, oh, I got my weekends mixed up. Whoops. So it's been crazy.
Thank God you're using your calendar more.
Yeah, so that moment when I whipped out my phone. I was like, all right, I'm gonna put in my phone every single weekend I worked from now to the end of the year. So I'm good to go.
Yeah, I think we should just go to Dragon Con for the day. $50.
Well, Wales did message me and was like, I have an apartment that's like right. We'll talk about it later. I'm not sure.
I can't go for the entire weekend because
I definitely can't go for the entire weekend.
Yeah.
But our confirmed next public appearances, if you will, is we'll be at Florence Comic Con. We just talked about that. And then
September what?
14th.
Yeah,
Sorry, 14th.
You okay?
I'm tired, man.
You're holding the back a yawn?
Yeah. I mean, we didn't come back in here till like 4 o'clock in the morning last night.
I am so happy I did not party with y'all last night.
It was bad. And Heather was just like, I don't want to call her out, but
call her out. She doesn't listen.
Well, she's drunk, right? And we're laying in the bed, and then I realized, oh wait, I need to. This is so nerdy too. I was thinking, crap, this was my last day to re-up my PlayStation Now account. I need to re it up so I don't lose all my free games. And so I'm in the bed on my PS Vita trying to figure out how to do it from the PlayStation Tour from the Vita. And I'm like, how do I do it? And so she gets in the bed, and it's drunk, and you're like, this might be kids watching or listening. So you know what happens when you drunk wife gets in the bed. And so
kids don't know that.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying, but adults do. Anyway, and so I'm like, crap, I need to do this. And so all of a sudden she's like, gotta go. And I'm like, and so she hits the bathroom, it happens. And then she comes back out, and I'm like, I need to get my wallet. And so I go get my wallet.
Oh yeah.
Steven, yeah, hold on.
Don't turn around.
Yeah. if kids are listening, it's probably not a good idea for this next part. So go ahead and we're almost done. So go ahead and cut it off. But I come out of the room and I have nothing on underneath my shirt. Like, it's a shirt. That's it. And I'm like, he's on the couch. I'm like, Steven or Showtime, don't look up. Don't turn on the lights. I gotta go get my wallet.
I faced it. I did not look at all. I followed instructions.
So I grab my wallet and I get back in the bed, and then I got my wallet, and then I get my card out, and boom, she's back in the bed, and I'm like, oh, I'm so close. And then she's like, "Oh, gotta go pray to the porcelain gods again. I'll be back." And so then I put my kid in and I pay. And so then I started playing the game because she went out. And then I'm playing the game and realized I don't hear nothing. I don't hear a toilet flush. I don't hear what she's doing.
No, she didn't.
I don't hear like the sink. And then I'm just like, Heather? Yeah. I was like, did you just fall asleep in the toilet? Yeah. I'm coming. And I was just like,
oh my god.
So it was funny. But she's going to kill me if she hears this.
She doesn't listen. It's okay.
I know, that's right. She doesn't listen.
I will say this, though. This is like the first time that Stevie B has ever told me to not look at it.
Yeah. Well, I
Hey, there, look! No! I know it's going to be over there. Steven, don't look. I almost wanted to look.
I didn't want to do that to you. It's too late at night, man. It's time for nights.
Was it too late at night?
Look, 4 in the morning.
And oh my god. And yeah, our buddy Andrew, Andrew. I'm at home. I'm packing up the equipment to get ready for the next morning. And I knew if I would have went, I knew if I would have went out with you guys, I would be in the same boat, and all the equipment would have been staying at home, and we would have had a rough morning.
Like the stand?
Yeah.
By the way, you guys are viewing from the
we're
3
talking about
laptops,
Yeah,
Nerd Block, and
I talked about having Nerd Block and Loot Crate. Yeah, it's a bar stool, and then 3 laptops, and then the Nerd Block box, and a Loot Crate box, and then the camera.
And then the camera, yeah. So
there you go.
Yeah, I grabbed everything. I thought I was okay, and I unload, and I'm like, I forgot the tripod because it's still in my duffel bag. So,
All right.
my bad.
Where were we at right now? Okay, wait, no. So hold on. So we're in the Florence Comic Con, and we got October Halloween craze at Punk Monkey.
Yes.
Which is, it's funny that you said you got a 24-hour stream on October 25th.
Oh my
because
god!
Halloween craze is October 26th. So get them Red Bulls ready, Trexie. Get them Red Bulls ready, because those things are an all-day affair for us. Hopefully Jeff makes us hot dogs again.
Yeah, those are so good.
They were.
And the burgers.
I don't know. Were they? I mean, I'm not saying he's a bad cook. But were they good, or were they just like we haven't eaten all day and we're just like meat? I don't
know,
but they were good.
Does he listen to the podcast?
Jeff, I would hope so.
They were good. He's a great cook. Just a great cook.
And if you watch this right away, we've been 2 weeks, couple weeks without Monkey Apocalypse. We promise it hasn't gone anywhere. But
I was out of town.
Yeah, he
with
was out
equipment.
of town, and then Jeff's like, I can't do it, and it's like, so what? Is it gonna be me and Steven just like, on my iPhone, like so we just kind of decided.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I know. We just kind of decided to, and there's been some good books come out, but we'll talk about them all eventually. So the issue 2s will be out, and we'll talk about the issue 1s next month. So. That'd be good. For Heather's birthday, our buddy Jake, who, should we talk about our project? I don't know. It's too, I think it's too new.
Leave it alone.
Yeah, let's.
And just know we have something.
Yeah, our buddy Jake at Sentinel Sheep
It's
Studios.
so good to hear it.
Yeah, he drew Heather a picture of.
Should I grab it?
Yeah, grab it and we put up the camera. If you can't see it, I'll see if I can get the digital version from Jake and put it up. But it's she wanted something real specific. She wanted Cinderella ripping off her dress and the Wonder Woman costume on underneath, and that's exactly what's going on.
I think I would have been okay even with it. I was looking at him like, I think I would have been okay if she like pull off like the blonde wig and it'd be black hair.
Yeah. So,
but I mean, it's still an amazing picture. Jake, Jake did a great job.
It's a good artist. So.
Who's a princess now? Still me, because I'm the Amazon princess. I forgot.
All right, so what's our time at?
It's like 50 minutes.
All right, so we're good. We're good. That's good. We promise that our next show will probably be, well, I'll say promise, but it will more than likely be, the Definitely Preach will be back, so it'll be more of us, and I don't know, this is fine. I mean, you kind of filled us in with your...
A lot of good games. H1Z1's pretty fun. DCO is still the same old. We're introducing more lanterns.
Ninjas are coming into Final Fantasy.
That sounds pretty neat.
Apparently they have a really sweet combat thing on YouTube. Just look that up. Final Fantasy Ninja Combat.
Yeah.
There.
Death of Wolverine starting pretty soon.
Wait, what lanterns are they adding into?
Well, I mean, it's an expansion pack. They're like Orange Lantern, Luthor, and Star Sapphire, Wonder Woman's coming into the game. We're
I
gonna
think
get.
Blue Lantern would be a really sweet mechanic you could add to the game.
I can't talk about that. I'm under NDA.
Oh. Whoa, that means it's coming.
Yeah.
No.
Oh. Well, me then, huh?
Yeah.
But
All right. So,
irregardless.
I haven't bought books in 3 weeks.
I haven't.
oh, I hadn't bought. And
Are we in that folder
I
yet?
get those harassment texts. Where Dan's like, and it's so funny because like Dan does it in the nicest way possible. Dan at Punk Monkey Comics, he has it so he's just like, hey man, just wanted to remind you, you're 4 weeks behind again, and I'm just
I like how he calls us,
yeah.
but we're there every week.
Yeah. Well, this time he sent me a Facebook message.
Aww.
And he was just like, hey,
I'd
man,
post it on your page. Let's
get your book, son. So, but no, I went and picked everything up but last week. Like these 1 week comics are killing me. Like Future's End and Batman Eternal. I wish Batman Eternal was bad. I want Batman Eternal to be bad. But it's I feel
the same way with Future's End.
Yeah, and same thing with Future's End too. Like I want them both to be bad. The problem with Future's End is I feel like it was meant to be like 5 books, and they're like, what if we just took snippets out of each book each month, put them all, and then we'll just put them out weekly as like one? Because there's like 5 stories going on, and you get like 3 pages of each story each book, and it's just like ugh. And Batman Eternal just stop making it so good. So I don't.
Spider-Verse came out too, didn't it?
That's what I should talk about. Well, first off, Superior Spider-Man, like
Number 32. 32, yeah.
$4.99.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Stevie B, butthurt. Like, I was like, Dan, what is this? Like it's Dan's fault that the book is $4.99. I was like, Dan, I have 3 $4.99 books in my pool, man. What is this? And he's always like, DC and Marvel. Like, Dan.
We need to put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah,
just Dan's arm in the air. It just says
making the new meme. So but it was really, really good. And spoiler alert, if you haven't read it or you want to read it, I'm going to talk about it real quick.
I'm right here.
Oh, well, I'm going to tell you about it.
Fine.
We're on a podcast. We get things spoiled for us.
It's true.
Essentially, the Superior Spider-Man, Doc Ock Spider-Man, is the one who orchestrates the team up of the Spider-Man. Like, he's the one who puts it all together. He's
That's
like
badass.
Yeah, he's like jumping from world to world, like from parallel Earth to parallel Earth, getting all these different Spider-Men, and it's like every Spider-Man they've ever made in anything. It's so random.
I'm really interested to see the conversation between him and Spider-Ham.
Yeah, he hasn't showed up yet, but they had like armored Spider-Man. There were a couple of Spider-Man that got killed. Like he jumped to a world where the House of M storyline kept going without it being fixed, and Spider-Man's dead in that. Yeah. They jumped to a Civil War world and he had his like robotic suit still. Like
Oh
he stayed,
my god!
and he was dead in that.
For God's sake!
Yeah, I was like,
we're getting rid of the cool ones.
yeah, that's what I said.
As long as New War is still alive, we're okay.
So, and then they even brought in like Peter Parkour, the Indian Peter Parker. Like
I thought he just jumped on a last.
Right?
Parkour!
I might be wrong, but it's like Pakour. I don't know, but he's like the Indian Spider-Man. And then there's one Spider-Man that like kills people. He like trained with Wolverine and like.
Ooh.
Yeah, and he's like, no, you don't understand. I'm not that Peter Parker anymore. Like he moved from New York. I don't know where they were, but
Orlando.
he's like no, you don't understand. I want you to kill people. You're like me. Like that's what Doc Ock said to that Spider-Man.
Whoa.
It's like I need you. I'm gonna because there's some of these Spider-Man ain't gonna be able to do it. I know you can. You gotta come with me. And it's really good for just being part 1. I was very impressed. And then he also's got like a Cortana-esque aid. Like they're in the Spider-Man 29 universe. They're like Miguel had this robotic servant or something.
Yeah.
And Doc Ock reprogrammed it to be like his. He has that girlfriend. Like I don't. What's the proper terminology? I want to say midget. I guess I don't know. But
Dwarf.
As Peter Parker, he like fell in love with this midget girl, like Doc Ock did.
I remember her. Yeah,
and she's still in the comics, and she knows all about the Doc Ock thing, and she's just like, I don't. And Peter Parker's like, I'm sorry, it wasn't me. Anyway, but he changes this AI to look like her. And so this AI talks to him and projects her set like looking like her. It's like Cortana, but it's this girl. So it's very interesting. Like you brought him back in the big bad way. So but we don't have like the original Peter Parker or Spider-Man 2099 on the group yet. So I don't know. So the Spider-Verse stuff looks really good. I'm a Spider-Man fanboy, so that doesn't help me anymore.
I just want my Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, they haven't shown her yet either. So. Yeah, so if you were on the fence about Spider-Verse, it's really good. Check it out.
Also, your first issue just ruined.
Yeah. Yeah, my bad.
That was $5.99 well spent right there.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay, so we'll be back soon, more regularly. We've planned out a couple weeks ahead of time, so hopefully it goes well. All right. So that's it. We're done, right?
Yeah.
So
As far as I know.
okay. Well, we thank you all for listening and watching. We love you. Don't forget to check us out on at Nerds the APOC at Twitter. And I mean, maybe we'll be twitching, twitch.tv/.
I mean, I might if I feel like
You're not
I'm
the only one who can.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I could
Yeah,
stream
well-
as well.
Oh yeah, you could.
Even Prince could stream because he could get on the Xbox and stream because he could do the
Yeah,
Twitch thing.
he
so.
could.
Oh yeah, I could. Oh no, I still can't because the internet. Like I took it down.
It's but I mean, you took it down to like normal. It should still work.
The 15.
Yeah.
It wasn't working that well at my mom's house.
Well, I don't know.
Anyway,
you
we
can
can talk
test
about
it.
it
Yeah. Anyway, so and then we're at youtube.com/nerdsoftheapocalypse
And the Facebook.
and our Facebook.
Facebook.com/nerdsoftheapocalypse.
That's right.
And you can, of course, find all the episodes of the podcast over at TrexLight.com.
There you go.
Hey.
All right, nerds. I'm Stevie B.
Showtime.
I'm a T-Rex.
Nerds of the Apocalypse out.